Hey, this is Tim here with Expert Power Wash. Got a brand new 8-foot pressure washing skid here ready to go. This is built for JJ. He's going to be coming into the shop tomorrow to get some training, some hands-on with this skid. If you're interested in something like this or you're interested in a trailer, we have a bunch of other videos here on the channel. I invite you to hit the subscribe button and take a look through our build videos. As you can see, we build a ton of other things. So we have a skid there, and then a skid there on the other side. Those are all ready to roll. We have parts and soft wash, all kinds of stuff. Let's get back into this one over here for JJ. Let's start over here at the pressure washer. So this is a belt drive, 8 gallon a minute, 3,500 PSI pressure washer. This one has the general pump, which is the one we prefer. Also has the blue spring unloader. This one is built out with our 13-gallon slim fuel tank. Look at all the extra space on this pressure washing skid. This is one of our signatures. We don't believe in junking up the backs of these. Once in a while we'll do a custom build for a customer, but we really advise you guys to keep these open and free. If you have to do a belt adjustment, you can get right into the back of the skid here. Everything is super easy to get to. Same thing with the pump back there. There's the soft wash pump. That's the new Remco dual control system. But if you have to maintenance anything or service anything, everything is super easy to get to. You're not climbing over a shelf or using a ladder to jump up inside this thing. These are built for the professional. So after 8 years of in the field, I think we've built out something that works very well. So a lot of these features and different things that go into these skids, this is from me personally washing. I washed for years out there, ran a crew, ran a truck. I've done it all. Now we run a pressure washing store and build out pressure washing skids. Got the 1-inch drain here. So you can quickly drain out the water. You don't have to drive around with all that extra weight. Here on the top we have the surface cleaner rack. This is all aluminum with stainless steel hinges there. And then we also have stainless steel locking mechanism there. Look at how beefy these skids are built out. Look at some of the bracing here. I'll give you a look down on the bottom here. So typically pressure washing skids are built with 1/8-inch aluminum. We build ours with 1/4 inch, so they're double thick. Take a look at all the bracing under there, all the cross beams, all the square tube. It's radius, rounded square tube. About the best you can get. Take a look at the bracing. So we got the 2-inch square tube there, and also we have a gusset welded on the outside. So these things are built like tanks. If you're going to be using this thing professionally out in the field every day, we want to build something, if we're going to put our name on it, that's going to work for you guys. These things are tried and true. This one here is skid number 95. So we've built a few of these, and we found what really works between my experience out in the field and my experience with building these. I think we have a really good product. We're proud enough of what we do that we do offer a lifetime guarantee on the skid. If this thing ever cracks, bring it back to us. We'll gladly fix it. We're pretty confident in these things. Going over here to the first reel, this is our Expert reel. These are full frame aluminum reels with stainless steel internals. So we didn't just stop at stainless steel. This is actually a 3/16 stainless steel manifold. And why that's important is if you're going to run chemicals through these reels, you want to have something that's not going to break down. There's some other options out there that we've seen people use. They gum up and they start rotting out from the inside out. So definitely not recommended to go cheap, especially on your chemical reel or your soft wash reel. So again, all 3/16. This is the manifold that runs through there. We have 1/2-inch soft wash hose here, really nice stuff. This is made by Fierce Jet. The ends are crimped on, and then we have the ST510 gun. with the stainless steel J-rod nozzles. So all different patterns of spray there. We have a 40 degree, 25 degree, 15 degree, and then the 0 degree for getting up high. Going to the other side of this reel here, this is a 3/16 stainless steel swivel. We have stainless steel barb going into that swivel. These things are just built really nice. So really high quality reels. These are built for the professional. Going down to the next reel here, here is another 18. It's the same exact reel that we use for the chemical. So even though there's no chemical running through here, we still want to have a super high quality reel. Again, another expert reel. You can see the way that we do these. This one is actually showing here. I wanted to show people the way these are put into here. So this is the manifold. This is the 90 coming out of the manifold. And then we have a 45 here, and then we use a whip line. So this is about a 2-foot line, has quick connects on it. So if you wanted to pull off both sections of 100 feet of pressure washing hose, you can do that. You could quick connect it into the pressure washer or run it through the hose reel. Everything is on quick connects. Let me show you here. So if you want to disconnect this, that's all stainless steel fittings. We're not using brass or some of those zinc plated fittings. Those just seem to rot out and fall apart within months. Got our ball valve swivel. This has a Boss-matic, super high quality. Again, all stainless steel quick connects here. These Boss-matic swivels are all stainless steel, and then of course the DN10, the original, the authentic, and there's a bunch of copies of this out now. We see them all over Amazon. Guys bring them into the shop. They're falling apart after a couple weeks. Believe it or not, they're even stamped with the DN10. They do have a bit of a shine to it. See how this one is a little dull looking? You want to watch out for that. Honestly, you know, I order a ton of stuff off Amazon, but there's some things out there that you want to be really careful with, and that's one of them. The market's been flooded with aftermarket knockoff ball valves. So we have the good ones. We get it from a trusted supplier. Going on over here, there's the other side of the hose reel. And then the last reel here, this is a 12-inch. Again, all 3/16 stainless steel internals, stainless steel swivel. This is garden hose, so this is nice 3/4, really nice, pliable Flexilla hose. We've been using this stuff for, the last 8 years. It's good stuff. We have some on our bleach pump. We've been told, let me show you this real quick. We've been told that the Flexilla stuff is garbage. So we have it sitting down here. It pumps out of our big old bleach tank here. That hose over there has been in like 3 different shops. That exact same hose. And we've probably ran, I kid you not, 60,000 plus gallons of straight 12.5 bleach or hotter through that. So works for bleach. We never rinse it, by the way. It's going to work just fine for garden. Let's take a look at how this is plumbed up. So this is 3/4. We're using a really nice Tiger Flex hose. This is going into a Hudson float valve. So as this fills up, it's going to shut off the water so you don't have to worry about overflowing your tank. See if I can give you a shot of that under there. That runs right in. As the water level gets to the bottom of that, it'll press that up and that'll stop the flow of water. So we got 2 tanks. These are plumbed in together. Let me show you how we did that down here. So we're using a really heavy duty Tiger Flex down here with authentic banjo bulkheads. We're using the clamps from the UK. These are really nice stainless steel clamps. They hold really well. We've seen some other worm drive clamps and different things like that, and they just don't hold up. So those clamps are a little bit expensive. They're about 10 bucks a piece, but it's well worth the extra support and strength there on that plumbing. So again, those 2 tanks are tied in. The reason why we're tying those in is it reduces like the slosh. So as you drive, the water would slosh back and forth. These are both 12-inch wide. And those work as one water tank plumbed together. Going to the back tank here, this is a 100-gallon chemical tank or bleach tank. This is the max amount of bleach that you're allowed to carry. So we want these things built out with the most amount of chemical that you can put on a skid. That way you're able to do some of the bigger jobs and not have to worry about constantly refilling. Let's take a look here at the other side. That's our EPW box. That's where we keep our battery and extra parts and tools. 7-gallon soap tank there to the right. You can see how we have everything plumbed up. We're using uniseals here. What makes this really cool is we're not using bulkheads or a bunch of fittings that run into the tanks. Those typically crack. And when you have drop sticks attached to the bottom of those, they sway in the liquid and then they get brittle and they crack. So you see how we have this going through. It's all the way, it's tank through plumbing. And then we have it going down to a slotted PVC filter. No clamps. That's a free little tip. If you guys are wanting to build something out like this yourself, make sure you're not putting any metal in your tanks. If you want to find out what happens when you do that, there's an older video here on the channel. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. There's periodic tips and tricks and different things that can help you with your pressure washing business. But we have a video of a guy that used a clamp. Came in as a maintenance item. We had to empty the tank out, clean it, rinse it. It was quite the procedure. But take a look at that video. Again, long story short, don't use clamps in your bleach tanks. We don't use them in any tanks, but hope that helps. You got your bypass line, so when you let off the trigger of the pressure washer, the way that we have this set up, from the unloader, it bypasses back into the tank. That keeps the water circulating, keeps the pump cool. And you notice that part that we have on there, that is a sweeping 90 stainless steel barb that's going in there. That allows the water to flow with less restriction. Here's the soft wash system. This is our Pro Mixer XL. We've done a bunch of different things on here to make this better than what is typically out there on the market. So starting over here on the water side, that is all 3/4 plumbing. So it starts with the check valve. This check valve has a Hastelloy spring in it. So that is an upgrade over the stainless steel. Most places just call it good with a stainless steel spring. But there is a better material, and that's the one that we use. 3/4 mixing valve there. And it's plumbed into the tank. Next is the soap, and then going on over to the chem or the bleach. That again has 3/4 plumbing. That just allows your mix to flow in the mixing valves. You're already turning those down, so we want to give it the most amount of room to pull up through there and to be able to be proportioned. This next valve here, this is your rinse valve. So basically the way that this works is it goes in between the bleach valve. So this is your bleach valve here. This goes to this 3-way. So one is running to chem and one is running to water. So when you're all finished up with your job, simply turn this to water, and that's in the position that it is in right now. And that pulls water in through your chem line. So this would be all the way open. Soap would be all the way off. Turn this to water. You're pulling water through here, and of course your soap's off. That's going to allow your pump to last a little bit longer. That's going to allow those plumbing pieces to really get rinsed out and last a lot longer as well. We're using 3/4 out from the mixer going into the pump, and that is the new dual control pump that is by Remco. You'll notice a lot of the stuff that we use on these skids is made in the USA. We try to use as much stuff as possible here in the US. Some stuff like Hondas, those are made afar, but it is still one of the best machines you can get out there. Taking a closer look there at the side. If you're interested in something like this, check out our website. We have a bunch of prices. That's a typical comment that we get here on the videos is how much. And I usually just put into the comments, I link our website, letting the viewers know that there is pricing on our website. So if you go to our website, there's minis, there's all kinds of stuff on there, trailers, enclosed trailers, box trucks. Take a look at that stuff. We can't possibly price out everything, but there is some pretty good guides. I think a pressure washing skid like this starts somewhere around 22,000, and then there's a few upgrades on here. But take a look at our Workhorse section there on the website. We sell skids cheaper. We also sell more expensive skids. All depends on what you're looking for. We can set these things up with remote controls. Whatever you need to get the job done, I'm sure we have an option for you. All right, appreciate you guys watching the video. Again, hit the subscribe button. Stay connected. Appreciate all you guys watching. All right, guys. Have a great day.